Hey everyone, and welcome. If your home is starting to feel like it's, well, bursting at the seams, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down the whole process of upsizing into a really clear step-by-step plan, using insights from some top real estate specialists. So let's dive in.
So let's just get right to it. Does your home feel a little tight? Are you finding yourself bumping into furniture or maybe just wishing you had a little more elbow room?
Yeah, if you're nodding along, you are definitely not alone. It happens to so many of us. Maybe the family's getting bigger, or suddenly you really need a dedicated home office. Or maybe you're just ready for an upgrade. That feeling of being totally hemmed in by your current layout, that's a huge sign it might be time to move.
But here's the thing about upsizing. It's not as simple as just finding a bigger house. You're trying to do this complex dance of buying a new home while selling your current one all at the same time. And that's where getting some expert help is, well, it's a total game changer.
And that expert is what we call an upsizing specialist. Look, this isn't just any real estate agent. This is someone who lives and breathes the tricky logistics of timing, financing, and negotiating when you've got both a sale and a purchase on the line. They're the project managers of your move.
And this is where our info gets really solid because it comes from an expert who's actually lived it, Kirby Chan. He says, as my wife and I welcomed 3 children, we upsized in stages. You see, it's that real firsthand experience that makes all the difference in how his team guides people through this huge life moment.
So, how in the world do you manage all of this without completely pulling your hair out? Well, let's get into the heart of it all, a clear 6-step plan that's going to get you into that bigger home.
Okay, here's the roadmap. See? It starts with taking stock of where you are, then dreaming about your new space, figuring out the money, getting your house ready, finding the new one, and finally, handling the actual move. It's a process, not a panic.
All right, kicking things off with step 1, assess your current situation. And honestly, before you even glance at new listings, you got to do a serious financial reality check. That means digging into your mortgage, figuring out how much equity you've built, and getting a real sense of your home's current value. This sets the entire foundation for what you can truly afford.
Next up, step 2, and this is a fun one. Define what more space really means to you. It's not just about more square footage for the sake of it, right? It's about how that space will actually work for you. Do you need another bedroom, a bigger yard for the dog, a quiet corner for that home office? Think about what will genuinely make your daily life better.
Now let's talk about the money part. Step 3, plan your financing. This is where things can get a little hairy if you're not prepared. Getting pre-approved for your next mortgage? That's non-negotiable. And you'll probably want to learn about things like a bridge loan, which is basically a short-term loan that helps cover the gap if you buy your new place before you sell your old one. The whole goal here is to line things up so you're not stuck paying 2 mortgages at once. Yikes!
With the money side getting sorted, it's time to focus on your current place. Step 4. You want it to look incredible, right? So you can get the best possible offers. That means it's time to declutter, fix anything that's broken, and stage it so buyers can really see themselves living there. And of course, pricing it right from the very beginning is so important.
And now, finally, the fun part. Step 5, searching for your next home. You've got that must-have list you made back in step 2, so use that as your compass. But a little pro tip, try to stay flexible. Sometimes the absolute perfect home is one that surprises you, the one you didn't even know you were looking for.
And the grand finale, step 6, manage the timing and the logistics. This is all about coordination. It's like the final piece of the puzzle. You'll work super closely with your specialist to line up the closing dates perfectly so you can move from your old house to your new one without a hitch.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the how, but what about the where? Choosing the right neighborhood is every bit as important as finding the right house. Remember, you're not just buying a building, you're buying into a whole lifestyle.
So let's just use the Toronto region as an example of how you can think about this. You can see how different areas have totally different vibes. A place like Richmond Hill might be amazing for families looking for great schools. Markham offers this cool blend of suburban space but with city-like amenities. And then, of course, you've got the city proper for all the culture and entertainment you could want. The main takeaway here is to look at your own local options through this same kind of lens.
We've gone through the whole 6-step journey, so now let's hit a few rapid-fire tips to make sure your move is as smooth as humanly possible.
Tip number 1, and this is a big one, start early. Seriously, procrastination is not your friend here. The best, least stressful moves are the ones that are planned out months ahead of time. It just gives you breathing room.
Tip 2 is a pro move.
Declutter before you even think about listing your house. Why? Well, for one, it makes your house look bigger and better to buyers, and two, it means you're not packing and moving a bunch of junk you don't even want anymore. It's a total win-win.
And our third tip, and you're going to have to trust me on this one, stay flexible. Real estate can be unpredictable. Timelines shift, a buyer might have a request, things happen. Having a little patience is going to save you a lot of stress. It always pays off.
But through all of this, all the planning, the packing, the paperwork, there's one single goal you need to hold on to.
And that's your why. Why did you start this in the first place? To find a home that is a truly better fit for your life right now. When things get a little chaotic, just remembering that makes all the effort feel so worth it.
You know, there's a quote that just nails this whole idea perfectly. Upsizing isn't just about moving into a bigger house, it's about creating space for the moments and milestones that matter most. I just love that.
So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with this to think about. What new possibilities will more space create for you? A backyard for summer barbecues? An office to launch that new business? A playroom for the kids? It's exciting to think about. Thanks for tuning in.